I'm gonna go ahead and try someone else, man, to see if they want to contribute. All right.
All right, man.
How
Amen,
can I do this?
Amen, you stupid, bro.
Oh, wow.
Manifest, bro. That's manifesting at its finest. Hey, bring up Rashad, though.
Hey, I mean, what you doing here, man?
He was talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he said, life, you stupid.
You said, I mean, you're stupid.
Damn, I guess I'm stupid. According to you Muslims, the law is all powerful. But apparently, when we're reading a verse verbatim and we're interpreting it correctly, we're the stupid ones, but you guys can't read?
What's up, Habibi?
What up, bro?
Nothing much. Have you been in the conversation a little bit?
I just got in like 5 minutes ago.
Okay. So
what
problem is that?
What verse does it say that he needs a son, or he needs a wife to have a son?
Chapter 6, verse 101.
I understand your argument about what you're trying to make, but the way it's being said is, if he were to have a mate, who would his mate be? So if he has, how could he have a children if he has no mate? There's no mate there to begin with.
So therefore he can't.
No, therefore he could still create things, but it's not saying, it's just basically saying there was never any mate for him to create any children or to make children. If he's God alone, then he's able to create anything.
Except a son.
So God didn't create you.
I'm not Allah's son, though, right? I'm his creation, but not his son, right?
That's what I'm saying. But
The question is about sonship.
what happened?
The question is about sonship. Can Allah have a son? Not can he create people?
Right, but my point is everybody in the human race is a creation of God. So and the
sons of God?
No, there's no son of God.
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about sons. What does he need in order to have? What does he need in order to have a son, according to that verse?
The point the verse is trying to make is, in the history of all the biblical Quran and Abrahamic religions, when has God ever had a mate?
Never.
All right then. So the point I'm trying to make.
Guess what?
Don't do it.
What?
According to all biblical history and all biblical writings, God is able to have a son without a mate. According to Quran,
In the New Testament or Old Testament?
both.
Okay. Was the Bible created by?
Brother, don't do this.
Huh?
Yeah.
Don't do this. Don't do this. Stay focused, please. Stay focused. Okay.
Hey, life, you gonna get banned, bro, because you're in the car. Just letting you know.
Go ahead with what you were saying.
I'm serious.
Police.
Take my seatbelt off.
Nice. Now we got all the brothers on cam. That's what I'm saying.
Now I'm afraid to get banned, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. So I'm gonna have to go off. I mean, I don't get hurt like that anyway, so sorry.
Word up. For according to the Quran, in order for Allah to have a son, what does he need?
It's not saying he needs anything. He's saying there was no mate to begin with. He has no mate.
Which means that he doesn't have, because he doesn't have a mate, therefore he doesn't have what?
I understand what you're trying to say, but you're taking the sentence out of context.
Well, I'm actually taking it in context. They're attributing sons and daughters to Allah. And Allah's response to them, his refutation to their claims that he has children, is that he doesn't have a partner. So if he had a partner, then they could make the case that he has children because he has a partner. But because he has no partner, it's impossible for them to make the case that he has a son, because that's what he needs to have a son.
Okay. So we can both agree that he has no partner. And if that's something God would need to have a son, then wouldn't that debunk the whole thing of him having a son if there's no mate to begin with?
And Islamically, yes. Islamically, because Allah needs a mate to have a son, and he doesn't have a mate, he doesn't have a companion.
It doesn't say he needs.
That means that okay. So, for example, let's do this. I've used this example. I think it's the easiest one for us to understand. If I say, "How can I drive the car when I don't have the keys?" What, according to that sentence, what do I need in order to drive the car?
Okay, I understand where you're going, but let's just say my car.
You got to answer, man.
No, I already know. The answer is the keys, obviously. But now? Let's just say the car was all powerful, was able to do anything creative, everything, and the car didn't need keys to create. Or
the car is all powerful and it created everything.
It's an example, though.
You're missing the analogy. I'm the person. I'm the user, not the car. So, car is the object. Okay. As you said, so I'm supposed to be the all powerful one, right? So imagine I am all powerful. Would I need keys in order to drive the car if I'm all powerful?
Say that again, my fault. That shit cut out.
If I'm all powerful, would I need keys in order to drive the car?
No. If we're putting you in the same category as God, no.
If I'm all powerful. So it wouldn't make sense for me to say, how can I drive the car when I don't have the keys if I'm all powerful, right? Because I don't need keys
Let's put it like this.
to drive the car,
Let's put it
right?
like this, because the way you just explained it, you're now factoring yourself in the thing. So now let's just say the car, for example, would be
No,
God.
no, brother, please. I need you. Please stick with the example and let's deal with this.
I'm sticking with the example. But listen.
Okay, so please stick with what I just asked because you're not answering. Okay,
Right,
so now I got to hold you down to it. If I'm all powerful, would it make sense for me to say, how can I drive the car when I don't have the keys? Will it make sense for me to say that if I'm all powerful?
I understand, but no, it wouldn't make sense.
Thank you. Because the sentence entails that I need the keys to drive the car, which would mean I'm not all powerful if I need the keys, right?
Okay.
So same sentence, same phrase, same phraseology, just now substituting the characters in. Allah, who's supposed to be all powerful, says this: how can he have a son when he doesn't have a companion? So if Allah's all powerful, it does not make sense for him to ask that question. It doesn't.
All right, so
Because he wouldn't need a partner to have a son. He could just do it by himself.
I get your point.
Okay, so this shows that he's not all powerful.
If we're talking about logically, that would make sense. But now let's just say, for example,
Baby. It's God logic, baby.
I understand. But now let's just say the keys were never in the picture. The car starts whenever you want it to start. Or the car doesn't need the keys, never needed the keys to begin with. All right. So that being said, if the car is quote unquote God, for example.
The car is not God, man. I'm the one who.
Bro, come on, listen. Let me finish what I'm saying.
All right, go ahead.
If the car, using this analogy, if the car never needed the keys to begin with, the argument would be why would he need the keys in the first place?
Who's the he in your analogy?
That would make Allah ignorant, because if he's all knowing, he wouldn't ask a question like that. So you're saying that the car is keyless, aka push to start. Well, then he wouldn't ask the question of how can I drive the car without the keys, because then he would already know, and it would literally just be a dumb question. So it wouldn't that wouldn't even make any sense in comparison to what
the question's not for Allah. The question's for humankind, the human race.
It's a refutation to the human race. Do you understand?
So elaborate that a little bit more then.
Okay, so for example, imagine if someone accused me of driving this particular car. They accused me of driving this car. They said, Avery, you drove this car. And my response to them is, what? How can I drive that car when I don't have the keys? Which takes since I don't have the keys, it takes any possibility of me driving that car. It takes away any possibility of that happening because I don't have the keys. So I'm refuting the accusations against me, the claims that I drove the car. So similarly, Allah is refuting the claims of these polytheists that he has children. You have children, Allah. You have sons and daughters. His response is, what? How can I have a son when I don't have a wife? When I don't have a companion?
Boom.
So him not having a companion takes out any possibility of him having children. It's a refutation to their claim.
Okay. But now if we go to the Bible, when they say that...
Why are we going to the Bible?
I'm just saying because they do mention in the Bible that Jesus is somewhere in there that is God's only begotten son. But
we can go there in a little bit, bro. But first, let's complete this. And then we can go into Christian theology and show you what it means for Jesus to be begotten son and all that, how that works. I promise we can go into that. First, let's conclude on this, okay? So do you see what the problem is? Like with this statement or question that Allah is using as a refutation to the people saying that he has children, he's showing that in order for him to have children, he would need a partner in the first place. But he has no partner. He's above having a partner. There's nobody like him. There's no one in the vicinity like him. So therefore, because no one like that exists, he can't have a son.
Okay, so how do you make babies, bro?
With a partner.
All right, then. God has already claimed that he doesn't have any children. If there's no mate involved, there's no reason for him to have a mate to make children.
Well, okay. If he doesn't have a mate, then he doesn't have the ability to have children, right?
Not true. Not if he's all powerful. He's God, bro.
I agree. See,
You're misinterpreting.
but
You're misinterpreting.
Habibi, I love the point that you brought up. I love the example that you brought up. If in order to have children, we need a partner. Humans do, at least.
Right.
And then you correlated that with Allah. If he doesn't have a partner, there's no point of children. Well, it's not just simply that there's no point of children, it's that he can't have children. But you're saying, no, but he could if he's all powerful. I agree, which is why this particular verse shows that he's not all powerful and he's not God by default, because he needs a partner to have a kid.
But that's not, you're misinterpreting it, bro. It's not, he's not saying he needs a mate. The sentence is saying that, basically saying there was no mate to begin with.
That's not what it says. That's not what it says.
No, that's not what it says, but that's how you're supposed to interpret it. There was no...
Let's keep doing it this way. I'm going to give you a few more examples. Let's see if any of these examples it lines up with how you're trying to understand it, okay? We already did the keys example. Let's do another one. How can I plant the tree when I don't have land? According to my sentence, what do I need in order to plant the tree?
Seeds and land.
Thank you. So I need land to plant the tree. Let's do another example. How can I walk the dog when I don't have a leash? So according to my sentence, what do I need in order to walk the dog?
The leash.
Beautiful. Let me put it this way. If I said, how can I have a son when I don't have a wife? According to the sentence, what do I need in order to have a son?
I understand what you're saying, but...
Finish it.
Come on, man.
Your argument.
Come on, man.
There's no way he just did that, bro.
But I can read
That's
the verse
crazy.
right now. I'm looking at the verse in my physical.
BB,
Quran.
finish it.
I said it. It's you need a wife.
According to
You need
the
a wife to have
sentence.
kids. But nowhere in the
Thank
Quran
you.
says he needs a wife. It doesn't say he needs a wife.
And nowhere, and guess what, Habibi? In the sentence that I just structured, did it come out of my mouth that I need? Did the word need come out my mouth that I need a wife to have a son? Did that come out my mouth?
You're claiming though that the Quran says he needs a wife to have a son.
Did I say out of my own mouth that I need a wife to have a son? Did I say that?
I mean, I honestly don't even recall, to be honest.
All right, so I'll repeat it. It's okay. That's fair. I'll repeat it. The sentence goes like this again. How can I have a son when I don't have a wife? Now, according to that sentence, what do I need in order to have a son?
Right. You need a wife, but the way you're saying it is more so like...
Did I say that I need a wife?
Like, how can I have a son if I don't got a wife? That's how you saying it. That's not the context of the Quran.
No, hold on, Habibi. Did it come out of my mouth that I need a wife? Did I say I need a wife?
No.
No, I didn't. But you understand from the phrase of the sentence that I'm saying that I need a wife in order to have a son by the structure of my sentence when I say, how can I? How can I do this if I don't have this? That means I'm saying I need this in order to do this. So just like how you understood from my sentence that I need a wife in order to have a son, you got to be consistent. Allah, I just repeated the verse. That's all I did is repeat the verse. So Allah needs a wife. Based on that sentence, Allah needs a wife in order to have a son.
Is he trying to claim that Allah is basically implementing a thought-provoking question?
No, he's not.
Then
No.
what is he? Then what is he claiming then? Because he's saying,
Well, let's see. It seems like we might have gotten somewhere just now. I don't know. Let's let this simmer. All I did remember,
you're logically speaking, what you're saying makes sense, but that's not how the Quran is producing that sentence. That's not what I said either. I didn't say that.
So what does it mean then? Because we're going in circles now. What you tell us?
If I'm saying, how can I have children if I don't got a wife?
Okay,
that's different. That's different than how could he have?
That's
children?
what it says.
No, how could he have children when he has?
This is crazy. That's
Hey, you got a Quran in front of you, bro?
Habibi, that's literally.
Hold on, wait. Let him finish his thought. Okay, so what does it mean? Because you repeated the same thing, but you weren't allowed to conclude. So what does that mean? Okay, fine. If you said it, then what? What's the meaning?
There was never no. He doesn't need a mate. There was never no mate for him to need to have to create.
So the meaning. So you're claiming the meaning is he's saying he doesn't need a mate.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Wow.
So him saying, so Allah saying as a refutation to people saying he has a son, he says, how can I do this if I don't have a?
No, he's not saying how can I do this? He's saying how could he have children when there's no wife? There's nobody.
That's literally what the
but there's
that's
nobody
literally what the verse
in
said.
There's nobody.
I'm sorry.
Listen to what he just said. He just told me that it's not. He didn't say how can I, and then when he opened his mouth, that's exactly what he said.
No,
So
it's saying how could he have children when he has no mate?
No, wait, life. He's saying this. Look. So he's missing. So he's missing the complete premise. He's thinking we're saying something else about the verse that we're not actually saying. The crux of the argument is God all powerful? The Quran says if he's all powerful, the question then becomes if he is all powerful, because you would obviously say yes. The Quran then says there is something that he actually cannot do. So therefore, how can you be all powerful if you cannot do this? The Quran says, how can he have a wife? I mean, how can he have a son if he does not have a wife? This is something that Allah cannot do. Therefore, Allah is not all powerful, making him not God. That's the argument.
It's not saying he needs a wife to have.
I don't really know what else to say at this point. This is crazy.
That's it. All right, Habibi, man. I appreciate your attitude, man. I enjoyed. You were respectful. I enjoyed the back and forth. I'm gonna go ahead and try someone else, man, to see if they want to contribute. All right.
All right, man.
How can I do this?
Amy, you stupid, bro.
Wow. Manifest, bro. That's manifesting at its finest. Hey, bring up Rashad, though.
Hey, I mean, what you doing here, bro?
He was talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he said, life, you stupid.
He wasn't talking to me.
You said, I mean,
he wasn't talking to me. I know he wasn't talking to me.
Damn, I guess I'm stupid. Wait, hold on. I'm stupid. Yet the Quran claims in several places that Allah, according to you Muslims, Allah is all powerful. But apparently, when we're reading a verse verbatim and we're interpreting it correctly, we're the stupid ones, but you guys can't read? Make that make sense, bro. So yeah, I guess I'm stupid. If I'm stupid, then what does that make you?
Hey, if I mean stupid, I'm stupid too.
That's wild, bro.
He said Allah asking, how can he do something if he doesn't have something, means that he doesn't need that to do it. So if you say as a refutation of people saying you drove the car, and you say, how can I drive that car when I don't have the keys? That's basically you saying you can drive the car without the keys. Like,
that's me saying I don't need it.
That's you.
And we're stupid for just reading it.
You saying you don't need the keys.
No.
It's always the complete opposite of what we think it is in Islam. You got to remember that.
That would mean that the Quran is a stupid book, though, by the way. I'm just saying, because if we're just reading it and then you guys come up and say, nah, it doesn't mean that. It means make a left-hand turn on I-85 when you get to exit 32. And we're just like, wait, where are you getting that from? And you guys are like, nah, it says that. That's what it means.
When Allah says go right, he really means go left.
Go left. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And we're the stupid ones. Okay. No problem.